Alright, what I'm going to do for you guys today is going to do a little bit of square filing. I've got my 500i there, pretty well brand new. And this is an old firewood chain that I'm done using for cutting timber, and I'm going to just hand file a few teeth. So this tooth right here has a little orange paint on it, and that's the one that I'm going to do first, and then I'll just do a handful of teeth around the chain, and then I'll spin the saw around and do a few on the other side. So excuse the mess, it's Project Central around here, but it'll be all right. All right, so got my double bevel file here. Save Edge seems to be the brand that's held up the best for me so far. So whenever you do this, you're looking at this corner, get to where you can see it. Each one of these sides has 3 corners on it. One here, and one here. So what you're wanting to do is put this corner in the corner of the chisel on your tooth. So I like to hold the tooth still with my thumb there, and then an old golf ball handle does really good. You can put that right in the palm of your hand, and it makes it feel a little better. So, and this is a round filed chain, so I'll have to convert it, so it'll take a few strokes just to get that round filed gullet cleaned up. So we'll hold it in there. And every once in a while, tap your file out, clean that file out. These don't last long anyway, so you want to take as good a care of them as you can. And you can see as I go, I'm kind of changing this angle just a little bit as I get closer. I'm seeing where I need to be at in there, where whenever you're converting these, that corner is pretty far away, so it's hard to gauge exactly where it needs to be at. So pretty general rule of thumb, you got 3 45-degree angles. You've got this 45-degree angle here, so that's straight across, so 45. And then this angle here is 45, so that's flat, so 45. And then this angle here, so that's flat, that's about 45. So somewhere in here, where I need to be at. I'm getting pretty close to where I want to be at, so I'm kind of cleaning off the tooth so I can see it a little bit better. So I've got quite a bit of side plate angle. I'll try to get this down here so you can see it okay. I've got my phone in a tripod, so it's a little bit hard to do. But you can see this tooth right here. It has quite a bit of side plate angle. It's probably close to 10 degrees or so. So I don't want quite that much. I want it closer to 5. So I'm going to have to change the this angle on my file to fix that. So we'll spin this back around. Take my zoom away here. So change this angle here. Your other 2 angles stay the same. So we'll just blunt that up just a little bit. Let's see what we got. It's better. So now, it's still not perfect. This tooth right here. So it's still not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. That stone's right smack in the way. So it's still got quite a bit of forward lean to it, but it's a lot better. The more of that side plate angle that you put on it, the more aggressive the chain will be. So if you want a really aggressive chain, you can really put a lot of forward angle on it, and it'll grab a lot more wood. So let's keep filing a little bit here. Okay, here's my file. And if you don't know how to file, square filing is pretty easy to learn, because you can look at the inside corner of the tooth and tell if it's right or wrong. So let's see, this chain right here, I believe, is one of my chains, I think. Yes, this is one of the chains that I made. It's kind of dirty and gross on the inside. I'm gonna clean that up just a little bit, kind of wipe it out so you can see it a little better. This inside corner that I'm gonna show you here, we'll try to get it to focus up. And you can see the very point of it, how it's kind of shiny right there. That tooth is dull, and you can't see very good, but there, you can see that corner, how it comes out right towards that point. It's been quite a while since I built this chain here, so my filing has gotten a wee bit better. This tooth here, you might be able to see it. You can see that corner, how it comes out right into the corner of the tooth. That's what you're looking for. That will make the best, it'll hold up better, and it'll cut better, a lot smoother than if the point is either low or high. So that's our first tooth there. So we'll work on this tooth here next. So again, 3/45s. That tooth's turning out pretty good. Let's take this out of our vise here and see how our corners look. Okay, so the first tooth that we did, the corner is just a little bit low, and then the tooth that I just did just now, the corner looks pretty nice. I'm going to try to set this saw up here so that we can kind of see that. For this part, I'm going to take the phone out of the tripod, set it aside. So this is the last tooth that I did. Try to get where the light will work for me. There. You can see the point's pretty close. It ain't perfect, but it's close. And then this tooth right here is the first one that I did. And you can see it's pretty low. So the thing about square filing is it's tough to get really good at it. But like I said earlier, if you don't know how to file at all, this is pretty easy, because you can just look at the corner and tell if it's right or wrong. Where round filing, you've got a bunch of different things to look at to see if it's close enough. This right here, this is the way to go. If you're really interested in doing running square ground or square filed chains, this is the way to do it. So I've kind of got the light on it. Spin it around. It's got a little junk in the point of the tooth. I'll try to get it in there. Might be able to find another one of these that's a little bit cleaner. That one might be okay. Might be good enough where you can see it. So you can see that corner is really pretty and defined, and comes right out into the point. And this one right here should be pretty easy to see as well. Yeah, you can see that one pretty good. That one might be just a tad low, but still pretty close. So you can buy these from Bailey's or Madsen's. I believe Bailey's sells them. But these are really, really nice grinders. They do a good job. And they're pretty easy to use, really easy to set up. They're already set up when they come in from Madsen's anyway, but they're set up for softwood, and if you're cutting hardwood, it may not be quite right for what you're doing. So if anybody's interested, I may do a video on some grinding at some point. So leave me a comment and let me know what you want to see. Thank you.